You're watching the Battered Fans Network.
The Herons are champs. Yeah. Roll south to Freedom Park, rocking pink and black. Official tissue in the 305, bounty full of grapes. The Battered Fan with Chris and Dan dropping hot takes. Messi and the Herons start the season with a star on the crest, so 29 fan bases can cry, cause we the best. Sign homegrowns like Noah, Frey and Ruiz, replacing goats with greats. Yeah, Miles got the cheese and he called it. Freedom to dream was the backbone. From Lockhart to Miami, it feels good to be at home. Multiple times a week on YouTube and audio. Take the time to subscribe, like and share the show. So check and chat, grab your MLS cup and come in. No question about it, I'm ready to get a star again.
No question about it. I am ready to get hurt again.
Chris, the Herons are back. Welcome, everybody, to episode number 45 of the Battered Herons podcast. I'm your host, David, and alongside me, as always, Mr. KBD. How are you doing, sir?
Well, it's not over.
What's not over?
It's not over. Like, it's just not over. No, like the entire season, everything.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, the season is not over. Yes, and it was a historic win. For those of you that clicked on the thumbnail wondering why I said historic win, it's just tongue-in-cheek. That's how Colombia was selling it, right? They were like, oh, el partido de la historia. It's a historic game. Yeah. So it's a historic win. Miami wins a historic game, which ends up, I for those of you that were here early, if you looked at the thumbnail, it said historic draw. The fact that we ended up with that dub, with that weird own goal.
Auto goal. And shout out Based Boys. Nice name. Chris, the Herons are back. 199 Super Slam. Much appreciated. Is it weird that there was an own goal in Colombia? How they literally have a documentary about own goals in Colombia? I mean, it's just kind of sucks, you know?
There's been plenty of own goals since then, Chris.
I mean, I know, but you understand what I'm saying. And
I understand. Yes, I understand what you're saying.
I thought it was funny. I know Pablo Escobar's
yeah.
favorite team. Like, I mean, it's just there's a lot.
I did not think it was funny. I did not think it was funny.
Yeah, I know you wouldn't think it's funny. I'm sorry.
But Andres Escobar did play, actually. He was the center back for Nacional. So hopefully we don't get canceled for that one, Chris. Thank you for that.
What? I just
poking fun at somebody's death. All right. Good start to the show.
Wasn't poking fun at what somebody's death. I was poking fun at own goals.
That led to
a devastating murder.
All right.
It could have been for a lot of things, but
so the game.
That's a player too.
Yeah. Did you watch it? Now that you brought it, Goles en Contra is what it's called. It's in Spanish, but you can watch it dubbed in English. It's very good. If you haven't watched it, it's a very good. It's a very good show. All right. So, I guess we could get it. I'm kind of interested how everybody's going to react as far as the chat and people that comment after the fact, because of the fact that we didn't lose, we didn't look great, and then we ended up somehow with the lead in the end. Like, I'm just wondering, like, what people are thinking.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm thinking. I like the way that we played this game versus last, which is the idea of a preseason game, right?
It's funny you say that because I feel like people say that after the result. But as we were losing, I was seeing people on Twitter and the Discord and everything. We're cooked. We're terrible. So I feel like the result, right? The numbers that you see here on the left side of your screen are the reason where we're like, yeah, okay, we look pretty good. Because before we scored those goals, everybody's like, this team looks horrible.
Well, I think so. First of all, just generally speaking, they scored a freaking banger on us. Mm-hmm. Like, my son and I were literally blown away watching that. But aside from that, I mean, like I said, I think it's fair to say we played better than the last game. And shout out to Base Boys again with a Super Slam here.
No, sorry.
499 Super Slam.
Bang! Bang!
That own goal guy, Rivero, Instagram comments are about to go crazy.
No, I don't think anybody cares about the result.
I mean, look, that's the thing. It's the result. It's 2-1. Like, in reality, 1-1. Again, to me, I think the important thing is that we played better this game than we did last. And I saw a couple different things. Look, we got to see Ayala. We got to see Mikhail. Berterame hopped on a plane immediately after signing.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of good stuff to unpack for this game. And shout out to Genstar for becoming a member.
Yeah, and Genstar, we were actually talking about what happens if Berterame doesn't sign just yesterday on our members only show.
Yes.
Yes. And then we were also talking about that new signing that's rumored that's supposed to be a center back. And well, I might have gone on a little bit of a rant actually. So today, Berterame, I guess we could start with that. Fast as hell, like
yes,
he got some wheels on. I was like, oh man, we're accustomed to seeing Suarez chasing these balls down. Like we have 3 vertical threats now.
He went from 0 to 100.
Yes,
real quick.
Allende and Berterame. Messi's gonna be just dropping dimes all over the place.
I want to admit something here. I'm really looking forward to Silvetti's development, but I was very hot and cold in this game for Silvetti.
He's playing on the
very
right side.
Hot and cold. It's just, I don't know. There was moments where I'm like, ooh, Silvetti, and then moments where I'm like, ooh, Silvetti. Berterame, just since you brought him up, super engine. He gave a nice pass to Silvetti.
He also tried to score an unown goal to make this game a draw with the weird pass at the end.
What? Oh, yes. But other than that, I mean, he looks okay. First game, comes in off the bench. Not bad.
No, I mean, now we have to see his finishing, right? Because we've seen players with pace before. I'm curious if he could finish. We didn't get to see too much of him today, but it was nice to get to see a little bit and the fact that he's got some legs. Like, that's for sure. Like, nobody's going to doubt that. So we're now going to have 3 vertical threats, and Messi's going to be spraying the ball all over the place. I was about to tell you who I thought the best player, but I guess I'll wait until man of the match of the Messi at the end of the show. I don't know why I was about to get ahead of myself.
Well, I think so. Here's the thing. I think with these preseason games, we don't have to go through the entire gauntlet like how we usually do, because this is sort of like we're just kind of getting the feels out here, right? And we kind of want to get a vibe check from everybody in the chat. Like, if you guys can just type in the chat, right? Cooked or better, right? Just let us know what you think. Are we cooked or were we better? I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody's going to say better.
Okay, Chris, I'll ask you this question. At halftime, when we were losing 1-0, how are you feeling?
So at halftime, I wasn't feeling too bad because I knew that Berterame would get on. And
but with the performance from the first half, how are you feeling with the first half performance? And I'm asking the chat, strictly first half performance at halftime, because I saw the comments on the Discord, on Twitter. I saw the comments. How are you guys feeling at the moment that halftime hit?
So Busan is saying slightly cooked. A bunch of people saying better, improving. I didn't feel too bad at halftime, honestly. I really thought that we were doing fairly well, right? And Colombia's team is like pretty pacey. Let me tell you, I thought that the striker on Colombia's team was gonna actually put one away for them because he actually looked pretty dangerous. Asprilla, I think that's his name. But I didn't feel so bad. I thought we looked pretty good in the first half.
Okay. I didn't think we looked very good in the first half. I didn't think we looked as bad as we did last week. I felt like we had some opportunities, but I still didn't think that we were there. And then in the second half, we looked better. But guess what happened in the second half, Chris? Nacional took out 9 of their starters at halftime.
Yes.
So you're playing against their backups. Yeah, of course we look better. But regardless, you can't take away the fact that we look better. But I think that has a lot to do with it.
I mean, you can't just like be like, oh, we're playing against the backups. Like, we got to tone it down. Like, You can't hope who you play against. Like if they
really?
want to give everybody a run.
If we would have came out here and we would have played without Messi, without DePaul, without 3 or 4 of our big guns, and we would have gotten our ass kicked, you wouldn't have been pointing out the fact that the big guns weren't playing?
Well, no, I would have expected the other guns that are like medium guns to be playing pretty good.
No, you know that person on the pitch matters.
Well, at the end of the game, like when all the backups of the backups and the hots were on the pitch, which, by the way, hot, I really like that guy, but that's neither here nor there. I still want Mikhail to play well. I still want Silvetti. Well, Silvetti got off the pitch. I still want Mura to play well. I still want St. Clair to play well. I want Berterame to play well. Like, I'm expecting these other guys to still kind of hold their own. No? I mean, yeah, you're like understaffed in terms of taking off the greats, but you still got good players on the pitch.
I'm talking about for the other team, though. We start playing better when they take out their starters. That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that when you were
Inter Miami did that, you're asking me if Inter Miami did that and we would have gotten destroyed, I would have been like, oh, well, it's because they left the pitch. I would have said no, because we still got other people that.
You're a fucking liar.
I'm not a liar. I'm not a liar.
You would have been like, oh, but we're big dogs were playing.
How dare you?
Look, I do think we look better in the second half. I do think it has a lot to do with the fact that their starters all left halftime. But again, we're easing into this. This is the second preseason game. So I'm not really worried about who is on the pitch with them. I just want them to start building chemistry, because I think that that's what it is more than anything. Not the final result, it's the chemistry. And I think that whether it's the backups, the starters, the third string, the Colombian national team, as long as you can see the chemistry building, that's when you're happy. And I think that that's what we started to see in the second half. But, but I also want to recognize the fact that it was against the backups.
But I think, like I said, I think the idea here is for these players to build chemistry with each other.
Absolutely.
And the chemistry flowed better this game than it did last. And Sliced Bread is saying it here. Chemistry most important.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's why it doesn't really matter the final result or who's on the pitch with you. But it's hard to not differentiate the two halves. Like, the chemistry started building in the second half when the starters left for the other team. But regardless, the chemistry started building.
And this is true by Sanwar. He's saying, all I care about is no one got hurt, and we looked better with Berterame on the field. That is factual.
Yeah, absolutely. No, Berterame, look, I wasn't sure what to expect, and I still don't really know what to expect, right? Because we didn't see enough of him. But just seeing him chase down the balls, was like, okay, all right. Well, this is something new, right? We're not used to this. I like this.
I think we should talk about positions. I think instead of breaking it down in halves, I was thinking that we should do like the position breakdown, because this is an interesting conversation here. And I'm going to have a different take with this. But I mean, as you pull up the starters here, the starters are St. Clair in goal. You have the bottom four, which is Mura at right back, Ian Frey and Falcon at center back. You have Noah Allen at left back. You have the two midfielders with Ayala and RDP. And then you got at the right wing, which is basically Silvetti the whole time, not like the broadcaster thought. And then you got Segovia on the left wing. And then you have at the two top, Messi and Suarez, which, by the way, I just want to say, the broadcaster said that Silvetti was playing on the left first half, the complete first half, and that Mascherano made the king move of moving him to the right. The broadcaster wasn't even watching the game himself. What a disaster.
I haven't. This is the second game in a row. I don't know if everybody's been watching it with the same broadcast that I have with One Football, God. But I think they've done a really poor job. And I try not to criticize, because I know you guys like to criticize the PA guy and all that. Like, I try not to, because whatever, they're doing their best they can. They're doing their job. But these guys are really bad. Like, I'm really shout out to Mike V. Much appreciated. Really, really bad.
These guys
I'm surprised at how bad. Because what they're trying to do is they're trying to get you to like experience their platform, watch games with their commentators, and I'm like, man, you're not doing a very good job selling me, because when I saw all the games offered today, I was like, oh man, as I'm looking for this game, I was like, man, they're offering all these games. I was like, this is interesting. I might consider it, but then I hear the podcast. I'm like, I can't do it. I can't do it. Before we keep going, Chris, I'm sorry. Just one quick shout out. Today, my son played his first ever soccer game. Proud of him. So I just want to make sure I shout him out if he ever watches this. Shout out to him. He played center back like my daughter does. He held it down. So ended up in a draw, but shout out to him. And one more thing, the opposing coach for the team that was playing against my brother, and when I went to speak to him after the game, I had a question for him. And when I walked up to him, he goes, "Battered Herons." I was like, "Oh shit, no." Yeah, what's up? So nice. I forgot to ask for your name, but if you're watching this, appreciate you. Very nice guy. His kids were balling also, and I believe his kids were like all 5 and 6 years old. My son's team also, but my son's team also has like a 7 or 8 year old here and there. So his kids were really good. He had them doing very well. So shout out to you. I forgot to ask for your name, but I appreciate it. It was cool meeting you, and good luck with your team, because you had a bunch of little ballers on your team also. So, all right. So I just want to make sure I put that out there before I forgot, because he was a very nice individual. And I believe he said that he was the old school that I used to teach at. I believe he said he was a student while I was there. But it was raining. I was trying to get out of there, so I didn't get to talk too much. But yes, shout out to you. Much appreciated if you're watching this. All right, Chris, sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, well, shout out over to FL Man for becoming a YouTube member. And Asif, listen, we could work on that. I'll get my people to talk to your people. Okay.
Chris runs that. I don't know.
What do you mean? I don't run shit.
Chris, you run the Discord.
That was your starting lineup. I don't know. I mean, I'm barely on the Discord. What do you mean I run it? I like the starting lineup. I thought that it was interesting that Muda was starting at the right back. Ian Frey is like basically unreplaceable in my opinion. What? Busan the Lint? I bet Chris doesn't run. I'll race you right now. I'll race you right now.
All right. So let's start with good stuff from the back forward. St. Clair. How did you feel about St. Clair?
He's so bad at his feet, dude.
Yeah, like, I don't think
I'm so scared when he has the ball at his feet.
I agree.
Scared. It's so scary. Yeah. Like I'm a little more scared than when Calendar had the ball at his feet, but I guess because we saw more of Calendar. But like St. Clair legitimately looks nervous.
No, I didn't think he looked that bad. I thought he looked similar to what Drake we've seen. There was one play where he was touching the ball with Mura back and forth, and there was a defender coming at him, and I felt like he could have taken the ball, kind of rolled it back, and then passed it over to one of the center backs. But like he felt the pressure and just quickly passed it back to Mura, and Mura had to kind of just flip it up the right side to kind of just clear the danger. And I thought to myself, like, oh, to me, that was like a nervous touch. Instead of trying to play and see who's open, play it to a center back instead of playing it back to Mura, I thought he went quick with it. He didn't make any mistakes, so you got to give him credit for that. He didn't make any mistakes, at least not to my knowledge, but he did look like he was a little quick with his decisions. Like he's like, let me just get rid of this. But I don't think he looked bad. It's not going to be one of his strengths, and you can kind of tell.
Well, and that shot that got past him, like that was unblockable, right? Like yeah. I saw the replay. It was just completely unblockable. There was no way he's getting that.
No. I think as far as stopping shots, I don't think that he did anything wrong. There was one that you texted me, and you're like, he should have grabbed that instead of deflecting it. But the bounce that it had, and almost like the movement it had, he had to play it safe, and he just got it out of danger. So I thought he played well. It's just, and I didn't say, and I'm not saying he played poorly with his feet. I just think that you could tell that that's not going to be his strong suit, and I'm hoping that it doesn't lead to issues throughout the season.
Well, and I thought I thought it was kind of unfair to have Rocco not play at least 15, 20 minutes at the end of the game.
For what?
But at the same time, I think I kind of understand what Mascherano. Hold on, hear me out. I know my delay is really bad, but I think I understand what Mascherano is doing here, because I wouldn't want to kill the confidence of the MLS goalkeeper of the year by bringing on Rocco Blanco. Like, Rocco Blanco will shoot him down and take the spot. So I think it's ideal for him to keep Dane St. Clair's confidence up and just let him ride it out and start this season without any sort of nervousness that Rocco Blanco's coming for the hunt. There's that.
Do you really think there's any chance, and I'm going to just ask it and then I'm going to move on because I don't want to harp on this, that Rocco gets that starting position?
I mean, Danny, the people are with me. Okay.
He's a caca.
I think it's fair to say that the MLS Cup winner, okay, has an opportunity.
Who the fuck is that guy?
You're a hater, dude.
All right.
My name is Jay.
So that
says Bobo Chris.
That's the goalkeeper. All right, going to the back line. What did you think of the center backs, Falcon and Frey?
So seeing Frey at center back is just, it's kind of weird. And he goes up way too high. Like on the first 10 minutes, there was a play where he just pushed up super high. And I was like, oh, his space is open again. And he's good defensively, because if you notice, I don't know if you noticed, but in the first 20 minutes, a couple of minutes after that play, he chased down a player, sliding tackle like a champ, stole the ball. Like, Ian Frey played well this game, and that's at the center back position.
When Mikael came, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, when Mikael came in, they pushed Frey over to right back and they put Mura at left back.
Correct. Yes.
And I think that's how. I think that there's a chance that that's how the season starts.
No,
when we said that Ian Frey was going to be the starting right back eventually, right? And I said that was a hot take. I guess not that hot of a take. Well, that's what I said. I said by the end of the season, Frey will win his right back position back. It looks like he's going to start this. I think he's going to start the season as a right back.
Rico is hoping that ice comes and literally takes me away. That is your hope, Rico de la Vega. Okay. Now, I did see that at the end, that Mura did play left back, which is kind of concerning, because I didn't even think he was going to be good enough for the right back position. Now you're going to put him at the left back. But I guess I'd feel more comfortable with Frey starting than Allen starting, I guess. So I don't know. I don't know what to do with that situation. I mean, Mura. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to say shout out to one of our listeners on Las Garzas. I don't think I've ever seen him in the English show, but on Las Garzas in Spanish, we had a show yesterday, and I did it with Solana, and we were talking about Mura and starting where they would start. And he said, and I'm assuming Nicolas has a little more knowledge on Argentine soccer than I do, because he said that Mura's played left back all the time and that he believes it might be even his natural position. So maybe there is a chance that Mura is moved over to the left and Frey starts at the right, if that's true, what he said about it being like his natural position, that he's done it in the past.
And Asif Mahmoud with a $4.99 Super Slam here says, our biggest win since MLS Cup final. The team will be fine as long as Mascherano gets the starting 11 right. Off to bed, gonna dream of Chris running. I mean, is that something that's hard to see? A fat guy running?
And you know what? He was on the money. Our biggest win since the MLS Cup final. That is a fact. That is the biggest win since the MLS Cup final.
People can't picture fat guys running, Danny. I'm not like a standard fat guy either. Like,
all right. I don't know what to say after that.
Whatever.
Let's go. Let's keep going.
Yeah, whatever.
All right.
So what are we doing? We're sticking on the defense still, or
let's
we're
go
going
fullbacks.
To the midfield?
Let's go fullbacks. Noah Allen and Mura. What did you think of Mura?
I mean, Mura's okay. He's okay. He's not too fast. I don't like that he doesn't like to push up. I think I saw RDP like force him to like go up a couple times. And I think that RDP was very comfortable with Ian Frey in that sense. Him and Ian Frey last year had a really decent connection. And I think that he was very comfortable with that. And with Mura not pushing up a little bit, I don't like that. Noah Allen is doing okay. I mean, as far as like Noah Allen is concerned, I think he's familiar with the position. So, I mean, does he play it like Jordi Alba? No, nobody's going to play it like Jordi Alba. I'm sorry, guys.
Okay. Mura looked okay, I guess. I mean, I don't really have too much to say about Mura. I thought Allen didn't look great again at left back. I don't know if it's because he spent, because that's his natural position. That's what he came up at playing in the academy as a fullback.
Yes.
We all thought that it was weird when he went to center back, but I almost feel like it looks weird him playing left back. I think that maybe, I don't know if it's the thing where you can become more accustomed to playing a certain position, and then you feel maybe out of whack moving over. I don't know, but I think that maybe center back might be his position. I didn't think he looked great today, but he didn't look bad. I don't know. It's preseason. Let's not overreact to preseason.
I don't think it's fair in terms of like saying, well, he's used to playing center back. I think the thing here is, I think Jordi Alba felt comfortable with Noah Allen playing next to him at center back. They're both left-footed left backs, right? If you think about it. And he knows that he has that support, Jordi Alba, when he was pushing up. Now, Noah Allen, who was playing left back 3 years ago, always pushed up, I remember. Now he had to stay back playing center back. I think that the mindset of pushing up isn't there just yet. So it's probably like a tough thing that he has to sort of juggle mentally, or just accustomed to, sitting back a little bit. I don't know. I guess we'll just have to see it develop after a little bit.
Going into the midfield, Rodrigo De Paul and David Ayala. Let's start with Rodrigo De Paul. I think Rodrigo De Paul had the best game, I think, of all the players.
Yeah, I guess Rodrigo De Paul played pretty well. I mean, in the beginning, I don't like him coming back so far. I don't like it. And I did notice that. So there were times where Rodrigo De Paul would come back for the ball. Like when they were moving the ball around in the back four, he'd come back for the ball.
Yeah, but remember, we don't have Busquets anymore. Like that's his responsibility now. Like he has to be that outlet now. He is that box-to-box 8 that's going to connect the back line to the forwards. Like that's his responsibility.
I was kind of hoping that Ayala would be that guy, and in reality, as we're developing the attack, I did notice that Ayala and De Paul would sit across from each other, and Segovia was ahead of them. So it's kind of like a triangle, right? That's beautiful. If that's what's getting cooked right now, put it on a plate and serve it up, because I need that.
Ayala, this is his first start. Thought he looked kind of invisible. So, but again, preseason.
I thought he looked good. He looked good.
That's fair. I'm not gonna. I felt like I didn't see him enough to really give a judgment on him. I didn't think he made mistakes. I didn't think he did anything positive. So I'm just gonna hold off on judging Ayala too much. Played safe. Okay, that's a good way to put it, I guess.
I think this is fair. Jack Hart says he played it safe. Didn't try anything stupid. He broke up a couple balls, defensively. Offensively, he had pretty good passing. He wasn't scared to move the ball up. I don't know. I thought he was good. I'm
gonna hold my judgment because I really, honestly, I'd be lying to you if I tell you. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Everybody's saying that he was decent.
Spider Pig saying he was decent. I mean, listen, your first
game, notice him for some reason.
Ayala is new. Cut him some slack. I think the waves are smooth for Ayala right now.
Okay. All right. So let's go. We're almost to the top. We got Segovia and Silvetti. Silvetti, another game where he doesn't look great.
It's just hot and cold.
I think that when Allende comes back, he's going to move back to the left side. I don't know if that'll make a difference, because
I really hope not.
I think that he hasn't necessarily great the first 2 games.
I really thought that Silvetti was very hot and cold. I saw plays and flashes where I thought it was good, but then I just saw like really irresponsible play, losing the ball, just not being at the right spots. And Silvetti, you could tell that like the potential is there. He's just kind of a crazy kid, right? Like, you just leave him in the park with all the kids, and he's just terrorizing everybody, clotheslining kids, jumping off the jungle gym, like swinging his legs and just hitting grandmas walking by. Like, Silvetti's a crazy kid.
Well, my daughter doesn't like what you said. You hear her crying in the background. She heard that. She's
because Silvetti came through and drop kicked her.
Segovia, look, a lot of people give a lot of crap to Segovia. I think Segovia is a good player. It's just he when he's out wide, he doesn't get to do what he does best usually. And
Rick A with the comments so far of the night, in my opinion. Silvetti with a $4.99 Super Slam, by the way. Silvetti got bit by the same bug that Kremaski had, golden retriever attitudes, and I love it.
I don't get it. What's a golden retriever attitude?
Like hustle, go crazy, go get it.
Got you.
That kind of attitude. I love it. But the problem is like sometimes it's just uncontrollable. They're just like all over the place.
Yeah, I can see that. And then a lot of people saying that Segovia doesn't fit this roster.
You guys are so wild.
I agree, though. I think that, look, they always have him playing out wide. That's not where he's best. And we already have a 10. I think Segovia, you put him on another team where he can be the 10, I think he can cook with somebody else. I really do think that it's a disservice to have him on this team as currently constructed. But he's going to be with us until at least the summer, probably.
I do think that if he was a 10 on another team that plays like pretty standard, he'd be a beast. Like he'd be great. But I think that he played pretty good today, Danny.
Yeah. And look, they also have flexibility. If Ayala's out one game, they could put Segovia in there, play a single pivot, and then have him as a central midfielder. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of options. It's good to have good players on your roster, It's just don't have him starting out of position. But if he's coming off the bench, I think he's great. Segovia off the bench, I think, is great.
Yes. Mike V saying Silvetti in a bounce house destroys everything.
All right. So let's move to the top. Messi's Messi. Let's move over to your boy Luis Suarez.
Messi is just so good with the ball, dude. I have to just mention that. Like, he was playing around. There was one time where he got by a center midfielder that was like a good steal. Super clean.
Where they pickpocketed him.
It was so clean. That was so clean. He got stolen. But like he's so good. And like it's just crazy. Like when people speak of Messi magic, like actually watching him, it's just he just does God forbidding things on the pitch with that ball. Now Segovia, Suarez
it sucks that Messi should have had a goal. The way that hit that crossbar, I was like, oh my God, so close. And then Suarez tripped over himself and ended up just coincidentally rolling it into the back of the net.
Literally tripped over himself. Like, he couldn't even stand for that goal. Like, can you believe that? He was almost offsides. I mean, it couldn't get any worse for him.
Yeah. Suarez had a rough first half. Then he had that goal, which I guess saves the game for him, even though he like tripped all over himself. It was Suarez is not looking good so far. But he started slow every year, though. Like, that's the only thing I can give him. And just that last year, he just never picked it up scoring wise. But he starts slow every year. This is the first year here that he had like over 20 goals. It took him like 3 or 4 games to finally get going.
Can you do a poll real quick, Danny? Just put yes or no. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Just put yes or no. I'm going to ask the question. I'm going to ask the question.
You got to give me a second then. Hold on.
Just put like a question mark and just put yes or no. Yeah. Okay, but don't put it up just yet. I need to put up a comment.
All right.
So like let me know when you type it in, because I have a yes or no question here.
Understood.
And this is the yes or no's of all yes or no's, guys. Like, I don't know if you guys are ready. 216 people here. There should be 216 likes and 216 votes. Okay, guys. So are you putting it together right now, Danny?
Yes.
Yes or no?
No. All right. Do I hit start poll or no?
Is Suarez cooked, guys? Jadine Flo.
Really, I did all of this for that.
Yes.
Okay.
Is Suarez cooked?
That's
you get. Well, now you guys have to vote on the poll.
Yeah, it looks like Solana voted no, but everybody else voted yes.
You see, Solana. He sent it in 3 days ago. I feel so bad because he has this absolute unit, Berterame, behind him, just waiting to steal his job.
Yeah.
And he scored today, but like I feel like regardless of what he does, Berterame is stealing his job immediately.
Look, we all know. I'm gonna end the poll. 80% say yes, he's cooked.
Oh,
okay.
A lot
so,
than I anticipated.
Yeah, me too. And 60 people voted. So there you go. So 48 yes, and 12 no.
Wow.
Yeah. So I forgot what I was gonna say. I started doing the math in my head and I forgot
about Suarez. About Suarez and Berterame. I mean,
everybody knows that Berterame is a DP. He didn't come here to back up Suarez. Like, Berterame is starting.
Well, and let's jump to that. Like, are you a fan of the DP deal? Because I'm not a fan of that. Like, I get it. He's a goal.
But I've said it here a couple of times that I'm not a big fan of an unknown as a DP. Now, when it's an unknown as a DP, you hope that the scouting department or whoever brought him on knows, obviously, they know more than us, obviously, and that it pays off. Sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it does. I'm hoping that by this time next year, we're like, man, I can't imagine life without Berterame. But as of right now, I'm like, I feel like we rushed it. We rushed it just because we wanted to make sure we had another DP for the CCC. So we'll see.
Well, and Faiz Kami is saying Berterame is energetic. I like it. And Juan de Oliveira saying they need youth. And I mean, look, Mike V is also saying it's a good DP signing. So,
and Marasovic is saying, I'm a fan of players that run. Me too. Look, when I saw Berterame running, I'm like, what the fuck is this? What the hell? Like, hey, if Messi, nobody has the touch on a lead ball like Messi, in my opinion. And he's going to be just dropping dimes for Silvetti, Allende, and Berterame to run to. And he's going to catch them in stride when he's doing the chemistry right. Like, amazing. I'm really, really excited to see what this guy can do. Because we have him, right? Like, DP or not, like, you just got to deal with the fact that we got him, and hopefully he pays off. I'm excited. I hope he can play well. He's got the speed.
So that basically covers each sort of position that started.
Mm-hmm.
We get scored on 25th minute by a banger, right? And I wish Ayala. This is one play that I did see where Ayala kind of messed up. He didn't push up on the player defensively.
He didn't. Yeah, it didn't close in on him, huh?
Yeah, I mean, Noah Allen closed in on him faster than Ayala did, and he came from further. So that sucked. And then, of course, we end up scoring a goal with Suarez where it hits off the bar off a Messi shot, and then the own goal at the end of the game. So those are your goal coverages.
I thought Santi Morales scored it, and And then I was like, oh, it's an own goal. And honestly, in the replay, I still really didn't see how it happened. But I mean, I believe him, right? That's everybody called it an own goal. But I don't know. I wasn't paying attention when it happened, by the way. I had my headphone on and I walked away for a second. And then when I came back, I see the score says 2-1. And then they showed like one replay. And then I thought it was Santi Morales. And they're like, oh, it's an own goal. So maybe if I get another look at it, I'll be able to see it. Mm-hmm.
I ended up rewinding it, and it was like he kicked it, and then the defender kind of deflected it, and it just went right past the goalkeeper. It was really fast.
Yeah.
Very quick, because I was actually setting up as that happened. So
yeah, I think I went to like use the restroom or something before we did this. So I just missed it because I knew we were about to start the show soon. All right, well, let's start with the Que Pena Award. Are there any Que Pena Awards to hand out today?
I think for the Que Pena Award, it's a weird thing. And wait, before we get to the Que Pena, Giovanni Diaz with a 4.99 Super Slam here says, imagine trying to catch Messi, Berterame, and Allende at the same time. And then Rick A. Oh, yeah. You can't catch that kid. Rick A with a 1.99 Super Slam. Shout out to you, Rick A.
You know what happens?
Says serious question. DP, Berterame, or Bouanga? It's a good question. I mean,
look, everybody likes Bouanga because of his speed. Yeah. That's what he has, right? Him running up the flank with Son. Like, that's what everybody loves to see about Bouanga. I mean, I feel like he is a PK merchant. But he is good. I'm not saying he's not. But if Berterame can also finish, he's also speedy. You know, Bouanga wasn't highly touted when he came to the MLS. He is kind of like Berterame, where like you hadn't really heard about him, and he shows up. Now let's see what he can do. So that's a question that's hard to answer. I mean, if you would have asked me 2 weeks ago, and I had the choice, I'd probably say Bouanga because I just know him. But hey, seeing Berterame run today, I was like, oh, well, maybe we got something here.
Bang! Bang!
Shout out to Fresh Randy. I mean, that's a great name with a $10 Super Slam. Says, appreciate y'all's best MLS fan podcast, 36 chambers of Inter Miami analysis.
Shout out to you. And by the way, I was about to say, you just made Chris's nipples really hard by just referencing the 36 chambers.
And his comment is yellow. Are you kidding me?
And Fresh Randy. What a name.
That's like a top 5 name.
Yeah.
I'm giving my Que Pena to Silvetti.
Okay.
I'm going to give it to Silvetti because for as many decent moments he had, I felt like if he would have just kind of been like tranquilo, just calm, I think that he could have been able to get a goal or two in this game. And I feel like his craziness just like didn't allow him to center himself to have a better quality opportunities. Oh, this guy, Busan. It says, is this a football analysis podcast? I thought it was a stand-up.
Yeah. You know, that's our downfall, though. Because we try to have so much fun, people don't take our breakdown seriously. We got to be a little more serious. Chris.
That's why, yeah.
Chris, Silvetti with those line-breaking runs, absolutely amazing. The timing on his runs is just impeccable. The way that Nacional was playing that compact defense and Messi was still managing to lead the ball over to Berterame and anybody else around them was amazing.
I mean, there were just so many great passes in between the defenders and the midfield. The compactness of this team and the cohesion of these players.
And I think it can't be overstated. The link-up play between Segovia, Messi, and Suarez, like the way they read the game. You saw the overlapping run that Segovia made while Suarez was doing his patent hold-up play. It was one of those things that, you just dream of. And, even though Suarez isn't finishing, Suarez still has that in his back pocket. And Segovia, with that very intelligent overlapping run. Unfortunately, it didn't lead to anything, but those are the type of things that we could look forward to in the season. And I think that this could lead to a very productive season.
And not only that, but you can see the quality in the final third.
Absolutely.
And the moment that this team cohesively works together, the final third is going to be astronomically better.
Yeah. I just hope that Berterame's hold-up play is as good as Suarez. But because they're going to be practicing together, I think the hold-up play and the overlapping runs by Silvetti and Allende can really lead to some great opportunities and crosses in for Messi, which might be playing the false 9, might be playing the traditional 10. And I see no reason why this team can't lead the league in goals.
No, this team is going to lead the league in goals because the quality that we have on this team is just something that you can't find anywhere.
I agree. Well, all right. Well, that was fun.
No, we can't have fun anymore, Danny.
No.
Hold on. Let me go through the stats here. That's it. Statistically, guys, we had how much percentage of the ball did we have of possession? Oh, what? Suarez needs to retire yesterday. I don't know about all that.
58%. All right. So, Kepen, I'm going to give it to Suarez. I thought he had a crappy first half. I thought he tripped over himself to score that second one. I think he looks slower than ever. I think it's time for him to come off the bench, and I'm hoping that with a solid 10 to 15 minutes off the bench, I think that maybe he can give us something. I still think that he's capable of giving us quality, but maybe giving us quality when the defense has some tired legs. But he can't be a starter. He can't.
I don't know, dude, because there are things that he does offer off the ball and like knowledge based that I think is good for Suarez.
Yeah, absolutely, but look at today. Like he keeps blowing chances. Come on. All right.
Sorry.
Stand up.
I'm gonna go with Segovia again.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Segovia again. He stood out to me. I think that Segovia, the fact that he's getting a lot of minutes is either a really good thing or a really bad thing. Segovia to me was a standout.
I'm going to cheat. I'm going to go Berterame. Off the bench, I know, but it stood out to me at his pace. Like it did that. If I'm looking at what stood out to me the most today, I think that stood out the most to me. Yeah. So I want to see. I want to see Berterame play a little more. I'm excited to watch him start. And hopefully next week he gets the start. All right, man of the match other than Messi.
I think when it comes to the man of the match, other than Messi, I think I'm probably going to have to go with Rodrigo de Paul. He played a pretty good game, unexpected. Rodrigo de Paul played well on both sides, and he made some very crisp passes, line-breaking passing. I thought he played pretty well, man of the match, other than Messi.
Yeah, I mean, I said earlier that I thought he was the best person on the pitch today. He's the one that kind of led to that first goal, right? It was a bad pass by the keeper for Nacional, but he intercepted that ball, laid it off to Messi. Messi took the shot. So I think he had a good game. But if you said Rodrigo de Paul already, so I have to say somebody else. I would go with. Go ahead.
I mean, if I wouldn't have gone Rodrigo de Paul, I probably would have gone Ian Frey.
Really?
Because, yeah, I would have gone Ian Frey if it wasn't for Rodrigo de Paul. Because I thought Ian Frey played pretty good defensively, aside from like the first 7 minutes. And
I'm going to go with St.
I thought
Clair.
that he pushed up the ball a lot higher, considering he was a center back.
Well, I'm going to go St. Clair, even though I still don't think he looks great with his feet. I I think that he had a decent game. He had a couple blocks. There was one that he deflected that they didn't call a corner kick, but he got a piece of it. I think that I'll go with St. Clair, man of the match other than Messi, since he went Rodrigo de Paul. All right, and then you play the foot mob game real quick, and then we'll call it a show. Who do you think was the highest rated player that didn't score or assist?
Well, I mean, can I say Messi? Or does he count as an assist?
No, it wasn't an assist. It was a missed shot.
I mean, that's the okay. I mean, Messi would be the highest then.
Okay. Yes, he's actually tied for the highest. Who do you think is second highest, or tied with him for first?
Rodrigo de Paul.
Correct. Rodrigo de Paul had a good game. And who do you think is the lowest?
I'd say the lowest would be, I don't want to say Silvetti, because they usually give it to like defenders.
It's not Silvetti. He's low, but it's not Silvetti. He's the third lowest.
Mura?
No.
Oh, wow. You got to give it to me.
Noah Allen.
Oh, look at that. Oof.
Noah Allen was the lowest.
That was unexpected.
No, yeah. So Noah Allen was the lowest, followed by St. Clair, and then a two-way tie for third between Silvetti and Falcon. So hopefully Silvetti can get things in order again, because like I said, when I was talking a couple weeks ago, I said, hey, it's a small sample size. I'm hoping that he can get things together.
I just want to say one more thing about the broadcast team and how they, A, don't do any research, and B, do they not have any program director in their ear explaining things? Because I saw at least on 3 different occasions that they panned the camera to Chicho Arango in the stands. And they're like, look at the fans taking pictures.
I don't remember.
And they're like,
I didn't notice that they showed Chicho Arango on the. I must have been looking somewhere else.
Guys, tell me if they didn't pan to the fans in the stands and show Chicho Arango on 3 different occasions. And one of them, he was taking a selfie picture with 2 people next to him. And the broadcasters were like, oh, he is just a regular fan taking selfies with his friends.
Really?
Yes. And he was like just in the regular stands with regular people.
Oh, Chicho's about that life. He's from the streets.
Yes. So you see, it was Chicho Arango. And like after the first time, I'm like, okay, these guys have no idea what they're talking about. But there's a reason they're panning to them, right? He's an MLS player who just got picked up by Atletico. I think that's something good to reference on as a broadcaster person.
But nobody gave him the heads up.
But like, so you're telling me that these 2 Brazilian dudes are just sitting here like you and I, and there's no one on onefootball.com like, you know, hey, this guy's from MLS and he just got picked up by Atletico. I think you should talk about that. And then the second or third time, they're like, oh, look at this fan, like taking pictures with fans and it's with friends. And I'm like,
yeah, that's wild. That's why I didn't notice it. Must have been, how many times did they do that? Because I'm surprised that I didn't notice that they showed him.
Listen, somebody said at least 3 times. I said at least 3 times. So it was minimum 3 times.
Damn. Once they pans to the crowd, I guess I stopped paying attention. That's interesting, though.
The camera guy obviously
he's like, he's like, let me give them a second chance. Like they must realize that I'm showing this guy a few times. Get the hint, guys.
And the quality is awful.
Talking about poor quality. Well, let me rephrase that. Not poor quality. I wore this hoodie to my son's game today. Yeah. Love the hoodie. And when I'm out there, I go to stick my hands in the pockets because it's a hoodie. And I forgot that this stupid hoodie doesn't have pockets. And I remember we had a conversation about this last year because you have this hoodie last year.
I got it.
Wow, what a waste, because this is such a nice hoodie and they didn't give me effing pockets.
I can't stand hoodies without pockets. I can't.
It's like,
I can't do
who does that? Anyway. All right. Danny probably yes, absolutely. I was multitasking. I was with the kids and I usually have one headphone on so I can listen to it without bothering anybody because they're doing other things. So yes, I live. My intention is spread out sometimes. I think that's it. Don't pay for these games. You can find. Well, I already
It's
paid
too
for. I
late.
paid for them.
I
Yeah, I
already
already paid
paid
for them
for it.
last
I'm
week.
locked in to this
I'm locked in for
Brazilian
the next.
broadcast.
Yeah, for the next 2 weeks, I'm locked in. But it's
No,
all
it's
right.
not 2 weeks. Because you only get the next game. You don't get the Puerto Rico game.
Okay.
You're
So
not getting the Puerto Rico game.
Where are they showing the Puerto Rico game?
To be determined.
What? What? Do those exist? Let me tell you something. I hate when
pants without pockets.
I hate when I buy shorts, like any type of sports shorts, like for a team, Inter Miami shorts or basketball shorts, and they don't have pockets. I'm like, dude, this is so frustrating. Like, I get why the athletes wear them because they're going out to actually play, but like, if you're selling it to the general public, like, come on, man, give me some pockets. All right, Osvaldo must be just joining us now. Did Berterame play? Yes, he did play. He came in. What minute did he come in? He came in the 59th minute. He didn't do anything out of this world. He just showed us that he's fast as hell. So that was nice. That was nice seeing how fast
Mike
he
V wears leather pants.
Oh, that's
you wear leather pants, Mike V? There's no way, dude. You
that's
need to. You don't do that like regularly, right? Like you do it like once in a blue moon. Please.
Yeah. I hope that if you're watching, please like the show. It does us a world of good. It helps us a lot when you guys like the show. Share it with your friends. And then
the more times you like the show, guys, we'll talk about line breaking runs and compact defense. All you guys want. I'm getting reading glasses soon. My life is a disaster at the moment.
My life is a disaster. What was that? Okay. I just forgot what I was going to say.
Glasses.
Yeah. On Monday night, we're going to come back. We'll probably be talking about that rumored signing for $5 million. We're not going to get into it now because we're coming up on the hour anyway. But we did talk about it on La Ventanita. For you, if you're a member already, go ahead and check it out because I know we have some new members. So we have 5 episodes that we have out already that you can listen to. The one from yesterday, we talked about Todias Ramirez. I forgot his name. But yeah, we talked about him. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of the rumor and all that other stuff. So you can catch that. And if not, we're going to talk about it on Monday night. So we'll be back on Monday night. But again, if you're a member, because I know a couple people joined during the show, we got 5 shows out. So feel free to go in for the members only and you can check those shows out. Chris, any final words?
I love how communal this community is. Like, it's just fun. You got Florida Man telling Mike V he's wearing onesies and, everybody's looking at it. It's just a blast here.
Absolutely. All right. We'll be back on Monday. So if you're listening on audio, appreciate you listening to the end. Please leave us 5 stars and a comment. If you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe. And for those of you in the chat, as always, you guys are awesome. You're the best part of the show. And we will be back on Monday night to talk more rumors and who knows what else. So until the next one, have a good one.